Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Live Glazing. I'm your boy, the Fallen Sanctum, and we've got a DH Yuzu flex game. Let's get right into it. We got Teemo, Lee Sin, Lux, Jhin, Swain versus Aatrox, Jarvan 4, Ahri, Ashe, and Braum. Got some cool matchups. Normally, mid lane is favored for Ahri. Teemo might be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Mr. JC gonna take a surprising amount of damage. The first blood coming in. Mr. JC with the Mr. Fumble. Alright. First blood going over to Shin is gonna make it harder for Blyos and Blyos and Hydrus the lane, but at least the Jhin won't get to spend that money early. But that means on first back, it's like guaranteed Dirk plus something, unless something goes bad in the bot lane. Alright, unfortunate, Mr. JC did not want to commit his flash. Would have lived, but unfortunate. It looks like we have both jungglers starting on red side. Well, on their red sides. So we'll see the Lee Sin pathing towards top early, and Mr. JC pathing bot early. Urkion taking a nice trade in the mid lane against Lux. And Blyos so far doing good, farming against the Jhin. I mean, it's only like the first two waves, but so far haven't really missed much CS. Ooh, Hydra's gonna miss the Braum Q, and Breakable gonna come through. We're gonna be able to tag. The Ignite forces the barrier flash away from the Jhin. Hydrus and Blyos taking a beautiful trade against the Jhin. Jhin forced to back with no real money, so we might see like longsword boots. Yeah, we see longsword boots. And Evermove going to catch Blyos. The light binding going to catch Urkion. And he's got to be careful. Lucent Singularity forces the flash out of Urkion. And Jim Lols is here with the flash Tempest in order to secure the kill onto Urkion. Unfortunate, Urkion did flash in response, but when you're dead to an auto attack, you're dead to an auto attack. Curb's going to be having a good time against Aatrox. Teemo, one of the annoying top laners to play against for the most of it. I don't know if he's spotted. I think he's just outside of turret range. Ooh, Curb's going to take a turret shot in exchange, but Azor is pretty low and has run out of pots. Gonna continuously get a poke out, but Curbs has to be careful, because if his poison is active on Aatrox, he will take a turret shot if he gets near. Hydra's doing a good job using the Unbreakable to block a lot of damage. We're going to flash onto this Jhin, and we already know that there's no escape because we blew the flash earlier. Urkion with the roam! And that's going to be a 2-for-0 for the side of Yuzu. Urkion going to miss out on about a wave-ish. But Jim Lols and Curbs are here to make Aatrox's life a living hell. Jim Lols going to survive, and Curb's going to be taking a kill on Azor. Unfortunately, Azor in a bit of a struggle bus. Blyos gets his recall in. 2 longswords with boots. Urkion only had enough money to buy an Amp Tome, but Lux gonna get the better of Urkion again in another trade. The Electrocute procs. And Hydra's doing a really good job at managing the wave state to hold it for as much as he could so that Blyos could get back and get as much CS. Unfortunately, going to be missing a few of these CS as the wave is going to be clearing things. Urkion looking to bait direction, man. It's one charm. The Lux still has her flash, but we got to be a little bit careful. We land another beautiful Braum Q, and Steven Pack going to be put into the ground. Ash getting yet another nice Braum passive onto the Jhin, forcing the Jhin out, and Urkion not respecting the Lux, just going to die. Unfortunately, he was not level 6. Vision of the Empire is going to hit Blyos with the Crooked Lightning, but it's not going to do enough. Aatrox going to be taking a lot of damage from Curbs. There's no Ignite, but Azor is going to be very, very low HP. The Unbreakable is going to stop the Sonic Wave damage. Mr. JC going to be here. We're going to get the kill on Jim Lowles, but the Dragon is going to assist. That's a double kill for Swain. And now the Jhin, the Deadly Flourish, where we're going to get a Bouncing Grenade. And 4 shots of Jhin is going to get a triple kill in the bot lane. What a blunder. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish off the trade fast enough. That Jhin made his way back to the lane. Azor taking another L to the face. Feels bad, man. And he doesn't have teleport, so he's going to lose all this juicy CS. Urkion has to be a little bit careful. He's on about 20 CS. Blyos is the shining light here. Steven Pack knows he's dead, but does what he can to get another plate. At least the bot lane for Yuzu is doing rather good. Another light binding into Lucent Singularity. Lux gonna be just short a few HP, but that's gonna force Urkion out of lane again. And given that the Lux ultimate level 1 is like 60 seconds, by the time another second wave rolls in, Lux is gonna have her ult back. However, this gives priority to Yuzu because they have prio bot side to do the dragon. However, because Azor is so far behind, he's going to give up a Grub's priority, but it's fine. The team Yuzu doesn't really have the best. That's going to be another kill on Azor. 4 shots of Jhin going to go down, and there's no cleanse on this Jhin. That's another double kill for Blyos. We're going to see this man carry out of his mind. And because we got Grubs on Teemo, Jim Lulz is now invading Mr. JC. We'll have to see, and looks like he... Ooh. Urkion just going to get eviscerated in the mid lane. That first takedown really snowballed his demise. It was a nice roaming play that he made, but besides that, he's so far behind now, it's not even funny. We'll have to see if Blyos is able to carry the advantage, because he's the only one left. The Flag and Drag Cataclysm gonna be nice by Mr. JC. 4 shots of Jhin. Has to be careful, but the Ashe is going to die, and Mr. JC also going to die to 4 shots of Jhin. This Ashe might have a Kraken Slayer, but this Swain is beyond fed. Almost has the same amount of money that Blyos has. And I believe we've got Malignance on back. Ari getting caught once again with another light binding. The Infernal Chain's going to land on the curbs, going to pull him back, but Aatrox, Azor doesn't really have any follow through. Down 1500 CS, 1500 CS tabarnak. That'd be a little insane. Down a 1500 gold. Aatrox has to play with a little bit more respect. And oh, if that Sonic Wave had landed, oh, forcing the Ari ultimate. Alright, Urkion does have to play with a bit more respect, but because of how fed the Ashe is, we'll have to see how impactful this Swain is. Going to flash the Singularity, the Flash Tempest Cripple into the Dragon Rage. We're not going to see it, but it's going to miss. Sonic Wave going to secure. Light Binding going to miss. Would have killed Urkion. Urkion going to live with his life again, but Blyos and Hydris on a rampage here to devastate the bot lane.
It is easy, see? Strike like breath.
Oof. Leo's forced to use the barrier here. Unfortunately, Hydra's using the Ignite. Is it gonna be enough to take down 4 shots to Jhin? No, 4 shots to Jin's gonna live with like an inkling of HP. Azor, Azor forced to use the World Ender.
Not so fast.
Okay, Stephen Pack gonna get a redemption kill on Hydrus, and Azor getting some good knockups onto Curbs, but Curbs doesn't really care. He's taken almost 4 plates. And there's not much Azor can do about it. The lifeline is gonna proc on the Hex Drinker. It's really bad. Oh! But this time, Teemo with the flash away still has the Ignite, going to kill Azor again. And Teemo hasn't even finished his first item yet. He's got about 1,600 gold, so we'll see. But he's looking to maybe do what he can to take this first turret. Gonna put a lot of work into taking the first turret. The Flag and Drag Cataclysm, not gonna have any success. Azor gonna do his best to teleport. Teemo getting solo 5 plates plus first turret blood, gets an item and a half essentially off the back. Stephen Pack here, but Mr. JC is in the bush waiting to try and find. Urkion taking another bad trade by the Lux, forced to use the Spirit Rush early. Urkion and Azor not having a great game. It's going to be down to Blyos. Basically just Blyos to 100% carry this game. Mr. JC's doing okay, but he's also down about 1,300 gold on the Lee Sin. The current call's coming out. We'll have to see. Oh, Hydra's absorbing as much damage as he can. Doing a great job. The Locket start for the Braum is doing really good, but this Malignance on Singe is, on Swain is going to cause problems. Another Sonic Wave. The Dragon Rage gonna come out, but there's a bot! There's a fight in the bot lane! Blyos with some wonderful positioning and the amazing positioning of the Unbreakable to make sure that the Ashe could not die. However, Azor's dead again. Jim Lowell's getting a really nice trade onto Azor with the Ward Jump. Didn't even have to Ward Jump the Insect, but at least Blyos and Hydras are doing what they can to get some turret pressure. Looks like they might be able to take another turret their turret. Nope, they're not going to be able to take it pre-14, so they're going to miss out on a plate. Stephen Pack, though, 2-7, really struggling to play against the God AD carry himself. Lux catching Urkion once again. What is Urkion doing, my mans? Unfortunate. So, if Blyos can 1v9, we will see a beautiful Ashe carry performance. But Azor here, Mr. JC is here to buy Azor some time. Mr. JC gonna take the shutdown away. I mean, it makes sense at this point. If Blyos gets hit by this Lux, though, he's gonna get annihilated. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shrooms and vision in the red side jungle for the side of Team Yuzu, so they have to be careful. This Teemo does a decent bit. Luck's going to clear the wave with one wombo, and it's got about 1,300 gold. Jim Lulz is on a ward. He doesn't know about it. But Team Yuzu has to be careful. Hydra's placing a very deep ward. Gonna be seen on the Scuttle Vision. And it looks like Steve Pack and 4 Shots of Jin are now facing Blyos and Hydras in the mid lane. We'll have to see. There's a 3-level difference between the 80 carries. So if this Jin can't get his shit together, things are gonna go from bad to worse. But Blyos is the only one doing damage on his team. The Ashe ultimate being held for now. Okay, 4 Shots of Jin being focused. Going to die to Azor. We're firing the ultimate. The current call gets called out. The Dragon's Rage. The beautiful Unbreakable to stop Blyos from dying. Azor gonna find Steven Pack. But unfortunately, we're not going to have the damage to kill him here. But it is going to liberate the Herald for Yuzu. Urkion being able to grab some pressure. Unfortunately, can't really do much against a Teemo. Lands a combo, does about 50%. But with that combo on cooldown, there's not much left.
Stand behind Bro. Strike like Brad.
Okay. Team Yuzu secures the Rift Herald, and now we've got 2+ items on this Ashe. We're about 3,000 gold up. Azor getting close to finishing his Maul Malmortius. Jim Lulz going to catch Urkion, forcing the Spirit Rush away. Well, the Flash forced. Oh, the Sonic Wave, it's gonna be enough, and Urkion goes down once again with the help of the Swain. The Vision of the Empire putting in a lot of work, but Azor now getting some attention in the top lane at the turret. So we'll see if he can end up taking this turret. But we've got 6 grubs. We've got Teemo, Swain, and Jin. We're gonna be annihilating this turret. However, in the mid lane, Blyos and Hydras are doing what they can to take another turret. If we can peel for this Ashe, I'm pretty sure Team Yuzu can win. They're down about 3.5k gold, and the Swain is pretty fat. Going to be an annoying thing to deal with. A lot of slows, a lot of negative magic resistance. If Blyos doesn't play almost perfectly, the game's almost guaranteed to be lost here. Looks like we're starting up the Mountain Soul Point here for the side of blue team. Mr. JC and crew looking to drop the Herald. Are we? No, just looking to invade the jungle. Oh, it looks like we want to drop the Herald top lane. Ooh, Leo's taking about 70+% of his HP through the ultimate. Through the Unbreakable. The locket was not used. Jim Lulz still has access to the Dragon Rage and is going to annihilate Urkion again. Curbs going to do what he can against Mr. JC and Azor, but Azor getting locked up. Erection Man gonna get a good hit onto Hydras. The Never Move gonna pull Hydras back, and the Glacial Fissure's coming down, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. The Jin they're trying to give the kill over to the Jin or the Lux, but the Swain ends up taking it. It looks like we've got our Rylai's Crystal Scepter finished. And Teemo, more importantly, now has his Leandri, so his Shrooms are going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. It looks like we've got a Maul Malmortius finished here for Azor. We're going Horizon Focus on the side of Urkion, and I believe we're going an Infinity Edge for Ashe. If Ashe can't get to the Infinity Edge in time, Mr. JC looking to farm, but down about 50 CS. His jungle doesn't really belong to him anymore. The Spirit Rush Doesn't find anyone. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow are going to go wide by just a slight margin. Deadly Flourish is going to find a route onto Urkion. Jim Lols and 4 shots of Jin are looking to make a play, but it looks like we're just going to get resets from blue team. Elusive Singularity does about 40% of Blyos' HP bar, and we'll have to see. Lux now finished that Shadow Flame, so any low HP target is essentially just going to get nuked regardless of if you have magic resistance or not. There's a decent amount of magic resistance here for Azor, but if he gets low HP, it isn't really going to matter. It looks like we're going Blackfire Torch here for the Teemo, either that or Malignance. But the Teemo's got a decent lead. Lux has about a 3,000 gold lead.
Pick up the pace.
Oh, did we steal? Well, it looks like we stole the blue buff from red team with Teemo Jin. That's nice. Unfortunate for the side of
Your final scene begins.
Mr. JC going to get executed by the Mosquito Jin build. Azor sitting in the brush, hoping to find a play, but going to miss the second sweet spot. And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to kill the Teemo. Good on Ash. Unfortunately, the money on Azor probably wouldn't do much besides reset his gold bounty. Jim Lowell's going to secure the Void Scuttle, and they're going to clear out the vision in the enemy jungle. Urkion managing to get a push in the top lane. The Glacial Fissure comes out. Blyos, unfortunately, not having enough peel. The Locket plus Stand With Me not being enough. And Steven Pack taking a lot of damage from this Ahri. But Swain keeping the enemy team at bay.
Rampage.
Oh, Jim Lowell's gonna manage to, unfortunately not gonna be able to save his team, but Mr. JC now getting hit. There's a Sonic Wave. The flash away from the Cataclysm, and that is an ace for blue team. Unfortunately, the solo lane gaps and the jungle gaps are a little bit too much. Blyos going down early on at the start of the team fight, gets the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but like even just like the Teemo with the blind is so oppressive. And if Blyos doesn't have any peel, Blyos flashing in the Dragon Rage. Sonic Wave is going to connect. It's going to come down, but Jim Lowell does too much damage. The Current Call is opened, but doesn't manage to do anything as Urkion dies before a shot can be fired. Curbs and Erection Man putting in a lot of work. Unfortunately, Teemo getting caught here, but just walk away. The Flag and Drag, are they going to be able to kill? Okay, it looks like at least they managed to take down Curbs, but that's going to be a second Mountain Dragon here for the side of blue team. The Swain's getting tankier and tankier as the game goes. The Glacial Fissure going to come out, but the Sonic Wave has already connected. Blyos gets hit by the Never Move, but unfortunately, Blyos has peel this time, and they're able to take a 3-4-0 trade. That's going to be the start of Baron Nashor, ladies and gentlemen. The comeback is real. We're still down about 4,000 gold here on Team Yuzu. But Erection Man needs to get out of there. But as we said, Azor has a lot of magic resistance. And he can kind of just stick to people Yeah, see the full Lux combo, not doing enough. Erection Man gonna die.
Watch your step.
Rome is here.
Ooh, and Blyos gonna be able to take down the Teemo who overextended, did not have the Ignite, and unfortunately tried using projectiles versus Braum Shield. Unfortunate, but here at least now Azor finishes his Sundered Sky and gets another Caulfield's. Mr. JC finishes his Sundered Sky and gets a pickaxe. Urkion now bridged the gap in gold against Erection Man, up to 3 items now. And Ash working on the Lord Dominic's, the Mortal Reminder. Braum finishing that Knight's Vow, gonna be key here to the survival of Team Yuzu. If Ash cannot stay alive in these team fights, I mean, Aatrox has 2 items, 2.5 items, so he kind of does a lot of damage. Azor looking to get a catch on the 4 shots to Jhin, but I'm not sure if they win this 2v2. Jim Lowles does a lot of damage. Oh, actually the Dragon Rage is going to come through, but Azor does a lot of damage. The Cataclysm into the knockup. The Infernal Change, it's going to be enough. And that's a double kill for Azor. Urkion getting some pressure, and Curb's going to get caught. The Glacial Fissure going to be enough. The Teemo's going to go down. And the Ashe is now running the Jhin down. And Steven Pack get away. Looks like Urkion gets a solo turret all to himself. And it looks like the redemption fights, Team Yuzu is now up. And that's another ace for DH Yuzu. A nice comeback, a good set of picks, but most importantly, some really nice mechanical play from the side of Blyos. Really enforcing the fact that he did not want to lose this game. Stayed ahead 5,000 gold the entire game. Ooh, the Lux gonna get unfortunately 3 people do die in the end, but they are able to secure the W. So congrats to DH Yuzu for making that beautiful comeback. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next live glazing.